Mark, you said obviously pre-season results don't count for much, but pleasing performance for you today?
Yeah. I think you can glean what you want from them sometimes, and all I'm after is the work that they put into. That's all I'm bothered about. And we showed little bits that we can play. We showed I think we can do better. I think that, the pitch was a typical pre-season pitch where it was a little bit long but perfect. But I think both teams tried to play. Both teams tried to play the right way, and we're not kidding ourselves. They had plenty of chances in the first half, but they were from our own making, some of them, and that's where we've got to keep working on retaining possession. But no, good workout. Might forget the result, still a really good workout.
Yeah, Harry Human got the goal, but his work at the other end of the pitch, does that impress you today?
Yeah, I think he's done well again today. I think they all did. It's about more game time. It's about just a continuation of where we are in the week. It's been a good end to a really good week. I think the lads have really enjoyed being together. They've really took on board what we've been trying to do, and we're still a big work in progress. We've still got more players to come in. I'd almost like to apologise to my players that I haven't got any more in at the moment, because I'm asking them to work, and but they know what I'm like. They know they'll get what they'll get out of it. And I say we will have more players here. It's just taking a little bit longer than I wanted to. But the ones who are here and the ones who we've got having a look at are doing themselves the world of good.
Yeah, you said you'd probably have a chat with Tristan Plummer towards the end of this week, or maybe after today's game. You're going to be sitting down with him?
I'm going to let him play. He's going to play Tuesday. We've been really pleased with how he's contributed to the group and how he fits in, and we're going to let him play Tuesday, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen him up front for a little spell today. Do you think he's
comfortable? It was only 10 minutes. Yeah, he can. That's where I think he wants to play. In a 1 or a 2, but he can do. If we play that 4-3-3 system, it's important that my players are comfortable and adaptable. And when you have a smallish squad, it's important, and we'd be happy with that.
Yeah, Jordan Hibbert, brief appearance for him. Is he still off to Turkey for another trial? Or?
I don't know what's happening. He's a great lad. He's been brilliant around the place. He's been a really good pal of Bags. We're short on numbers at the minute, and he's here, and we're just looking at him. We're not gonna make a decision. We'll just see where we go at the moment.
Yep. And Adam Davis obviously played at Port Talbot's not here today. Is he someone else?
He was due to sign for Southampton.
Right.
So we'll see. That's what I said. All along we were having a look in. There were a couple of other clubs having a look. It looks like we've missed out on that one, but we've got a couple of other irons in the fire, and we're just trying to get value for money everywhere, best we can, and create that competition within the squad. And to be fair to the players, we haven't got that at the moment. But I can struggle to pick an 11. I can pick a very good 11, but we do need more bodies. But me and Neil and my staff are working tirelessly. We've missed out on a couple.
Yeah, I think everyone knows you'd like to add some more up front, and the backup keeper to Scotty. Any other particular areas you want to bring in some reinforcements?
Something else in the middle of the park as well, probably. I think we're a little bit light in there. I think we need another number, another body, another player to put pressure on. On the ones we got. We can't just go with 2 and 3 and just let them. If we were a different 4-4-2 team, then maybe you can get away with it. But if you want to go 3 in the middle of the park, we want some competition. This time last year we had the likes of Birdie, we had the likes of Theo, we had the likes of Pookie pushing, and that helped us. And in a couple of weeks' time, we'll have something. Yeah,
you mentioned missing out on a couple, probably part and parcel of being a manager, especially when it's players that a lot of people want. But you still think there's the quality out there that you want to bring in?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. And 1 or 2 other things might open up for us as well. We thought we'd lost one about 3 weeks ago, and I've had a phone conversation today that something might be doable. So I think by waiting, by being patient, hopefully it'll get us what we can what we want eventually.
Yep. Any Birmingham lads do you think you might be speaking to Lee Clark about possible loans?
I spoke to Lee, and I've listened. Lee was brilliant with Jimmy last year, and he knows that we're looking for. He knows how we try and play. He knows that we try and do things properly, and if I ask, I think it'll be if it's the right one for him, and we can bring him down to make an impact. they're a big, really good club. I mean, you see the support today, 1,600 away for supporters for a friendly. That was fantastic, and you know, I hope they have a good season. And if we can, you know, I know Richard Beale, the development coach down there, myself and Neil do. So it's a relationship that we want to keep nurturing.
Yeah. Think there's any chance of any new players in by Tuesday? Because obviously people are getting excited, hoping the new face is going to be in.
Yeah. There's no point me keep saying yes, and you know, like I say, I've genuinely missed out on. I thought I would have added 2 in by this week, but for one reason or another, they haven't happened. So it's not back to the drawing board. We just move on.
Yeah, Joe Hanks, obviously you're taking him with you to Wales, and he's not going to Holland, so obviously you're going to have another look at him. What's he sort of shown that you want to have a look at him in the first team?
We want to get something through out the youth department, and I don't mean for the sake of it. I mean because he's a good player. We think he's got a bit of potential. We just want to step him up. Obviously, you know, we're a midfield player short, probably, and at least. But that's not the. You know, we identified him towards the end of last season that you know, size-wise and his mobility-wise and how comfortable he is on the ball. We were hoping we'd step him up, and you know, there'll be times he'll be you know, he played 45 minutes for the youth team this morning. He was going to play for sort of 70, 80, but I just wanted to make sure I got enough on the bench today, and give him a taste of it in front of a few thousand fans, and you know, come on, and I think there's a general a bit of a good applause for him, because I think they realise that we haven't had too much come through the youth system of late, and it'd be great. All his mates were on the sidelines cheering him on, and that's brilliant. And like I say, we want to bring some players through, but they've got to be good enough.
Yeah. Final question. I mean, you're probably just over halfway through the whole pre-season now, and although you'd like to have more in terms of the ones who are here and the progress, you happy with where you are?
Yep, I'm happy. Still plenty of work to do. You know, first game of the season. You know, whether we class it as MK Dons or whether we class it as Dagenham at home, we'll be ready. But over the next few weeks after that, we'll fine tune it even more. And you know, the players know what I want. They know what I want in terms of I want work. I want effort off them all the time. I want them to put a shift in for the cause. That's what we were about last year. But we also got good players as well. So if we can put that work into good players and they channel it in the right direction, then you know, again, we won't have the biggest budget in the world, but we'll still be competing at the right end of the table, hopefully.
Yep.